What's the most badass thing you've accidentally said in the heat of the moment? It happened the summer before senior year, on the day my stepsister Haley thought she'd test how far she could push me in front of her friends. We didn't get along much back then. She was 16, I was 17, and we'd only been living in the same house for about 2 years. Our parents had married late, after divorces and a whole lot of unfinished business. Haley and I were civil when adults were around. But alone, she liked to act like I didn't belong there. That afternoon, my dad and her mom were at a weekend conference. I'd just gotten back from work, sweaty, tired, smelling like fryer grease from the burger shack. All I wanted was a shower and a cold drink. I walked into the kitchen and found Haley with 3 of her friends, Jessa, Maddie, and Trin. They were sitting at the counter in crop tops and glitter gloss, laughing over something on Maddie's phone. As I passed, Haley looked at me, smirked, and said loudly, "Bet his dad only married my mom so he didn't have to do his own laundry anymore." The girls howled. I stopped at the fridge, my back still to them. My hands were shaking a little, but not from embarrassment, just rage, the kind that rises up when someone pokes at something already cracked. My dad had been through hell after my mom left. Depression, debt, nights I had to make him eat. He'd found someone who made him smile again, and that wasn't something I'd let anyone mock. I shut the fridge gently, turned around, looked Haley dead in the eye, and said, "Funny, maybe your mom married my dad because he's the first man who didn't leave when things got hard." Silence. Haley's smirk dropped like a stone. Maddie's jaw actually fell open. No one said anything for a few seconds, and then I walked right past them, upstairs to shower. Water never felt so good. Later that night, Haley knocked on my door. I expected a scream, a fight, maybe tears. Instead, she pushed the door open just enough to speak through it. "Okay, that was cold," she said, "but fair." She didn't wait for a response, just left. The next day, she offered me a slice of her frozen pizza. No apology, but after that, she never made a joke about my dad again. A couple weeks later, I came home to find her crying in the garage. Trin had called her poor girl with a rented dad. I sat beside her and didn't say much, just waited it out. By senior year, we shared the same Spotify password and watched the same terrible reality shows. She still rolled her eyes at me in public, but behind closed doors, we weren't enemies anymore. I don't think she ever told her friends how I shut her down that day, and I didn't repeat the story either. But every time I hear one of them talk slick on social media, I remember their faces going blank like someone hit pause on a movie. That line, what I said, came out without thinking. I didn't plan it, didn't even know I had that kind of steel in me, but it landed, and it changed things.